Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I'm John. This is random Bloodborne adventures, man. So, we are in the Cathedral Ward, and we just talked with Eileen, and she's like, don't go down there, this mark is mine. Right? We need to kill Henryk. By the way, Henryk, his affinity is bolt. His gun hits for a fuck ton. So we need to probably avoid that. However, if we go like this and use poison knives, I believe we can pick him off a little bit. Maybe get him to be poisoned before Eileen shows up. She's going to help us in this fight. And there he is right there. And that's not good. That's good. Where did he go? Oh, there's Eileen. So we need to be careful because we can actually hurt Eileen. Good. And we didn't kill Eileen at the same time, so that's really good. We got air.
That wasn't necessary of you.
Of course it was, Eileen. We're fast friends by now.
We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all.
You
must have killed Gascoigne as well, then.
We did.
He was falling apart. I'm sure it had to be done.
Had to be
but
done.
Try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me.
Oh. All right. So the important thing to know here is, she is on our side.
Try to leave the hunt.
She is totally on our side. Incidentally, her accent. So, for some strange reason, I changed my phone, Siri, to... I don't know. I changed the accent to somebody from Dublin, I think. Or maybe it was Scotland, I don't know. And now I can't fucking understand anything that Siri tells me in my car. I need to go back and change that. Funny. Alright, so we got 7,000 souls from that. Actually, no, we had 2,000, I think. So we got a little bit of souls. Not really a lot, just a little bit. Let's go and repair our weapon. Hit this guy. By the way, let's look at our blood gem fortification just to make sure that we have the best one. If you look, okay, so the easy way to do that is if you look over there and you see the number is red, the 79 is red. Red means down. So you see it's 88 goes to 79. Obviously, we don't want that. We want it to be higher than 88. So really all you need to do is just like scroll through this really quick like this with a D-pad down, and you can see that all the things that were there are not increasing it, and the same for this. And so these triangle ones We have one that's higher, but this has slow poisoning effect, so we're not going to do that. So really, there's nothing else we can do here. And we're going to switch to pebbles. And we're going to... Unfortunately, I think that this is all that we can do. We might be able to pass one level.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well. Let me
I'm
start.
not sure. No, we need 12,000 souls to pass a level. And we have 7,400. So we're going to use it
Farewell.
to buy shit. All the blood vials. That's generally how I work it. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's look at this. The first floor sick room, that's where Lusevka is. And you know, she's trying to... she's not on the level. Spoiler alert, she's not on the level. In fact, she's crazy. Okay. Central Yharnam. This is where the dude was who was helping us, and he turned into a beast. I don't believe he's a beast yet, but it's pretty soon. Let's talk to him. These are the NPC quests, and there really isn't a lot. So he's right here.
Don't you worry about me.
About me. Okay? And that's it. So he's not ready to do anything yet. Anything else, but you can hear him coughing. That means he's pretty much fucking toast, man. He's turning into a beast, and there ain't nothing he can do. Kind of sad, really. It is. It's just kind of sad. Okay. So if we look at this thing here, Central Yharnam, that's where he is. The Great Bridge, that's where we fought the Cleric Beast. The Tomb of Aedin, that's in the where Father Gascoigne is. Cathedral Ward, which is where the two people that we've done their citizen quests for are. Old Yharnam. You guys remember Old Yharnam? We killed the blood-starved beast there. Church of the Good Chalice. I think that's where the blood-starved beast actually was. There's a lampy for you there. Graveyard of the Dark Beast is Dark Beast Parl. So if we go to any one of those things, we're not going to get anywhere. Okay. Except for one place. We'll get to that. Henryk Charnaline, however you say that. The Witch of Henryk. Witch's Abode, that's the boss run. Hyperion Jail, however you say that. That's where Dark Beast Parl was. And the chick that we helped to the NPC to get her back to the Cathedral Ward, we did that. Abandoned Old Workshop, that's where we jumped off all the way down the Healing Church area there. Did I show you guys that? Did I show you guys that? Do you want to see that? All right. Before we do anything, I'm going to show you guys that because I'm not sure that I actually recorded that. We'll do that really quick. We're not going to like dwell on it or anything like that. I'm going to show you guys it and then we're going to port back. Okay, so there's the lady that we helped in the Cathedral Ward area. There's the old lady that we helped in the Cathedral Ward area. This is the lady that we helped in the Hyperion Jail at the bottom. So all these people are here. All right, and so we want to go... where do we want to go? We want to go to that... I don't think that's here. Where's that? Oh, yeah, it is here. Okay. So we go this way. And then up this. And by the way, this is where the upper Cathedral Ward area is. The upper Cathedral Ward area we cannot get to because we don't have the key. But we'll get it sooner or later. So we'll go here. We'll attract this dude. We jumped like that away because there's dudes shooting, and we don't like shooting McGavins. Alright, so we have to go up here. No, no, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't have to fight any of these fuckers. So we'll go down here. And in here. Okay. So here's the deal. So you guys are... you might want to be trying to get to the area where the... so in a lot of the FromSoft games, they have these areas that are the same. It's like the polar opposite of the hub area. So in Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1, I think, had that too. And obviously Bloodborne has it. So so the Hunter's Dream, there's like an opposite to that. It's an area that looks just like it. That isn't really... They call it something else, and there's no monsters there or anything. So if you guys look down there, you can see these things here, and then down there is a place to drop down to. So if we go off right here, we can make it. And notice it takes off a considerable amount of health, heal up, and then right down there, if you can see it, is a door. So now we want to just go off and land there. And then that's it. And then now you're in. And there's nothing here. There's no monsters here, but there's some stuff here that you can grab. And so you go and you grab the stuff. And there is a lamp that you can get, and you can port back. So there's like five items or something like that, and then you port back. So, and then you want to go back to that same thing and jump down the tower all the way to the bottom. Because if you go all the way to the bottom, right there, there's stuff that you can get. And so you want to do that. All right. So when I said there isn't anything else to do in this level, there's one more thing to do. So the entire area in this game, the areas consist of some bosses, optional, and one non-optional boss. And I don't know if it's one in every area, but at least one non-optional boss. And if you kill the non-optional boss, the world changes. It just does. It's like it advances the entire thing. It's like, okay, so you did that, now you have access to this, which then opens this, and then this, and this, and this. So if you guys remember when we killed the Blood-Starved Beast, we didn't really get anything. When we killed... I mean, we got something for killing him. We got souls or whatever. When we killed Dark Beast Parl, we didn't really get anything. When we killed the Witch of Henryk, we didn't really get anything. The Cleric Beast, we didn't really get anything. When we killed Father Gascoigne, we got access to the Cathedral Ward. That's a boss that we had to kill. That's the first one. Okay, so now the only boss left for us to actually get to is Vicar Amelia. Now, I don't know if there's another way to do this, even though I've played this game 900 hours of my life. But if you run up this thing all the way up to Vicar Amelia's church, and you go left, you get to the Witch of Henryk. If you go right, there's some NPCs and stuff down there, and then there's an Amidala down there that kills you, unless you have what's called a tonsil stone. So if you advance the game enough, you can any NPC at any, like, if we go out here and we knock on the window of any NPC place, and there's a bunch, they laugh at me. They say that there's a hunt tonight, blah, blah, blah. However, if we are able to get the tonsil stone, they'll give you the tonsil stone. And when they give you the tonsil stone, then you can go back to that Amidala and he transports you to the next level area, which I think is lecture hall, lecture building. Anyway, so right now we don't have anything. So we just want to run up and we're going to go in, we're going to fight the, and I'm going to turn it down because it's going to get fucking loud. Vicar Amelia. There we go. I'm sorry for the long-winded like explanation, but that's what it is. It is what it is. And we can summon some dude here to help us with Vicar Amelia, but we're not gonna, because we should be able to kill Vicar Amelia. Vicar Amelia is basically the same as the Cleric Beast. We have a little bit of iframes here, which we'll take. And they don't come in. All right, so Vicar Amelia is the same as the Cleric Beast. Basically. So that means that Vicar Amelia is weak to fire. There's our bolt paper. I mean, fire paper. So, you see this guy right here? See what he's doing? Because there's another boss that is here later that we have to fight. Here we go. Cutscene to Vicar Amelia. She's not doing too well. She's got this pendant and she just keeps jonesing on the pendant, and I don't really understand it. But she changes a bit. A lot of it. So this is the same as the Cleric Beast, meaning that we just need to make the right dodges and we're going to be fine. And we can use fire, and that's a really good thing. The only other thing is that she heals herself, and we got to get in there and interrupt that healing. I dodged that, I think. She's going to try a grab attack. Let's heal. And then let's use this. I think we might be over-leveled for her. And we're over-leveled. That's fine. We're over-leveled. That means our attack is high. Okay, so here's the part about Bloodborne that's kind of weird, and I explained it a little bit in the last episode. The scaling for certain areas are kind of weird. Like, we went into the Chalice dungeon, right? And we got to the first layered boss, which was Undead Giant, I think it's called. And we were doing 30 damage to him, when we should have been able to go against Vicar Amelia with a fair fight. Well, what we did was we went and we did the other bosses and we passed some levels, and then we killed him, the undead giant. And when we killed the undead giant, we were doing maybe 120 damage to the undead giant. But now, when we just fought the the Vicar Amelia, we're doing a tremendous amount of damage to her. Tremendous. So that's what I mean about the scaling being kind of wonky. I mean, if FromSoft said, here are the ingredients and everything that you need to make the first Chalice dungeon, when you get that, I would think that you should be able to do that, right? You should be able to go in and investigate what that is. The problem is that that first boss, you can't kill that first boss unless you make all the right moves, which you certainly can. I couldn't, but you certainly can do it. And then I don't think that that was originally intended to be like that, but I digress. Here is the best cutscene in the game. Oh yeah. This is the best. This could be the best thing that is in Bloodborne right
Master
here.
Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood.
It's Master Willem.
By the blood.
He was originally intended to be a boss.
Yet to open.
Fear the old blood. I must take my leave.
By the gods, fear it, Lawrence.
So that's the thing. That's the entire thing. We have so much going on in just that little thing right there. Lawrence is actually an NPC, not really an NPC, but he's a boss we have to fight. But you can see now what he's doing. And Master Willem, you can see what he's doing a little bit. And when you dig into the lore a little bit, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Okay, so Fear the Old Blood is the way to get to the next area by knowing what that is. Fear the Old Blood. That is the password, if you guys remember that part. Where is that? That's in the Cathedral Ward. By the way, once you trigger that, boom, right here. This is DLC. You get the thing that you need for the DLC. The Eye of the Blood-Drunk Hunter. Okay. Which is pretty cool. The DLC in this game is fucking phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Okay. So we have 13... inside right now. We'll repair a weapon. And we're going to use some of that inside because we don't want it to be 13. We want it to be like 9. Bloodshot Eyeball, Short Ritual Chalice. This is to search for Chalice dungeons. Okay, so the Chalice dungeons are random, but once you get into one, they're not. That is set. So if you go into one and you find a particular boss that drops really good gems, or gives you a chance to get really good gems, that boss will always be there. And so this allows us to join the Chalice dungeon of the one And you can choose it. There's a whole bunch of glyphs. You have to enter this code. And you can go to that Chalice dungeon and fight that boss, and you have a chance to get that gem. The thing about that is you need to have done that dungeon first, that Chalice dungeon. Otherwise, you can't get to it. So we'll do that. Not right now, but we'll do that. Henryk is kind of unique because he has a lot of bolt resistance. Gascoigne's unique because he's got a fucking coolest hat in the game. Okay, so we need to use 4. So we'll buy 4 bolt paper. Fire paper. Done. Done. Okay. Now we have 15,000 souls. We can pass 1 level.
Welcome. What is it? Very well.
Let's see which one gives us the best bang for our buck. Skill. 3 damage. We'll take it. Really, we need to start putting a little bit more into endurance to get that to 25. All right, so here's some stuff. We'll buy some quicksilver bullets with what we have left. And now we'll go and we'll use that password in order to get to the Forbidden Wood, which is our next area. So you see what happened there. Vicar Amelia was the trigger to be able to proceed with the game. Otherwise, you had a bunch of things that were available in the area, but you didn't have that. Okay, so there's one thing that we want to check before we go there. We want to check to make sure that we can't get the tonsil stone. If we can get the tonsil stone, things might be changing. So let's try that first. That's in Central Yharnam. If you guys remember, we were just there. Let's talk to this guy, see if something changed. A lot of times something does change. And I can't remember.
Have I heard of Bergenworth?
There we go. Bergenworth.
I can't say that I have.
Bergenworth is the college where
Locals
Master
aren't
Willem
apt to
was.
share any local history.
All right, so
I'm afraid I may not be of help for much longer.
can I have the tonsil stone?
And
Okay, so his dialogue did change, but it didn't change enough so that we could get the tonsil stones. Okay, so there it is. That's what we need to know. And that isn't the only place you can get the tonsil stone, but that's noteworthy. Because I was of a mind to think that we can go to the area that we needed the tonsil stone for before we went to the Forbidden Wood, but no, we can't. The Forbidden Wood is a shit area. It's probably the... Oh, look at... She's scared.
How did we ever get into this mess?
She's kind of going batty. What does she think?
Have you
She wants to give me blood all the time. But we took Ariana's blood. Who's the chick at the top part? Alright, so we need to go up here. If you guys notice, there's no one here anymore. Because we killed the boss in the area. And like the big dude, he's just like right there chilling. They're all like, I guess, kind of in mourning or something. I don't know. See, he's over there. And this guy's over here. And if you get close, they don't like that, but you just need to go through here. I don't really want to kill them because we don't really get that many souls for them. But this motherfucker. Fucking. guy, man. Alright. And I believe we're going to have a friend up here. Yes, we will. Here's our NPC that we met earlier in the game.
Oh, good to see you safe.
Good to see you safe.
Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
We're not going to. We're not going to. We're not going to talk about for anything. So this dude is with the Healing
I bid
Church.
you farewell. It
So-
has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
His whole quest line will come up a little bit later, and I'll explain that when we get there. If you hear the old blood, this part is another part that's really cool.
The password.
Okay. He's asking for the password, right? But he's dead. Isn't that cool? That's cool. I don't know why that's cool, but that's cool. Fucking A, man. Alright, here we go. To the biggest shit area in the game. The Forbidden Wood. And we're going to go through here, all proper-like, and get the things that we need to get. You know, kill the dudes that we need to kill. And this has probably the most challenging boss fight, because it's 3-on-1. It could be 3-on-2, if you wanted it to be. Twin bloodstone shards are good, but not for us anymore. We need chunks in order to pass levels. These guys open themselves up so easily, though. And I don't mind that because we get blood vials. Gonna kill him right away. We're kind of strong right now. We got 3 blood vials for that guy. It's pretty good. Madman's Knowledge. An Adept Blood Gemstone too. We don't know what that's actually going to do yet, but that's fine. Alright, so this is the problem with this area, is you're not quite sure where you are. You don't really know what path there is to go. How do I get to that thing? I don't think this thing will have anything but an oil urn. Okay, whatever. Okay, so here is our lamp for the area. You see right ahead of me, there's a gate. That gate is the shortcut to the boss area. I kind of dodged that. I'm not gonna lie. These guys will give us some bullets, which we really like. I think there's a thing over here, yeah. Twin bloodstone shards, and we don't need that at all. So there's a trap right here. See the boards right there? Trap. Don't fall for that fucking trap, man. Just don't. It's just not good. And then there's this guy. He's like, "What you want, man?" All right, so blood vials, and there's dudes around here, but there's all this fire, and sometimes the dog gets caught in the fire. Let's see. Did he like runs to come up here? And sometimes he like runs into the fire and dies. Oh my god, there's two. Alright. Well, he's dead. And we'll kill all these dudes before we do anything. Oh, shit. Take some Quicksilver bullets from you. More Quicksilver bullets. How are you not burning yourself? You ran right through the fire. Twin bloodstone shards we don't need. We need chunks. Blood vials are good. Okay. Continue on here, and then we're going to do a detour. So right over here, there's... Oh shit, this is not the way I wanted to go. We want to go to the right a little bit. Yeah, like right here. There's a dude here. Yeah. He didn't make it. Take the beast blood pellet. More vials. The more vials, the better. Thick cold blood's good. Alright, so this area here, there's a door here that goes through to advance the area, but we're not actually going to be doing that. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to Lasefka's clinic. And really, I probably shouldn't be doing that. And now that I fell down here, I think we might be going through this part first. I don't know why I shoot him, but whatever.
Away! Away!
I didn't want that guy to get, like, alerted. Alright, trap. Right here. You fall down into a pit. Not good. Not good. I think there's a shortcut around here somewhere. Here? No. It doesn't open from the side. Maybe through here. Yeah. Incidentally, we're in, this water is oily. So we don't want to, like, stay in there with that dude above us just throwing shit. That was a mistake. Bloodstone shards. More of these. Okay, so there's an area here that we can open up for a shortcut. If you guys remember, we tried to open that, but we couldn't. And now it's open. Truth be told, I've never used it. And we'll go up here. There's a dude who's shooting right there. Kind of a lot of damage, not gonna lie. We'll get the Quicksilver bullets from him. I think that's all here. There is something there, though. A cannon. And we don't want to get hit with that cannon because we will die. So we'll just sort of... Some of these rooms here go through. Alright, we'll grab this. And then we'll go kill the cannon dude. There we go. I love how he points. By the way, we can shoot the cannon thing off. There's nobody there though, so it doesn't do much. Okay. So this will, the way we're going right now is going to open up the shortcut that we saw in the beginning when we went to, we hit the lamp and I'm like, hey, there's that gate right there, and that gate is a shortcut. And we have to go down here. And there's a dude here who's actually kind of strong. It's the same as the other dudes, but... But we need to get up there. That ladder right there. And this will get us closer to where we want to be. Which is opening up that shortcut. And I apologize for the darkness. I don't have the lamp, or the little lamp thing. I forget what that's called. This is really interesting, this part. And I'll explain this part. Some more poison knives. So there's a dude over there. You can see him. And he's eating somebody. Okay. He's eating somebody. Right? We see it.
Whoa! Blimey, don't scare me like that.
Blimey.
On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh,
He took me for a monster.
Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
So if we tell him that the safe haven is Odin's Chapel, he will kill each and every one of the characters you have in there over time. If you tell him to go to Lusefka's clinic, Lusefka runs an experiment on him. Okay. There's two things right there. The third option is he's a fucking beast. Huge. Like, what he looks like right now is not what he actually is. So, and to kill him where we are right now and how long it would take to get back to here if we died, we're not doing that. So, we will send him to Lusefka's clinic so he can be refreshed.
Well, I'll be. Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own. Oh, you're giving me hope. Terribly kind of you. Take this. It's all I can offer as thanks.
Yeah, okay. Understood, understood. Air Jordan, Air Jordan, Air Jordan. All right, so we're not going to kill that guy, even though we could. I mean, I might die. Because the point is that we need to get to the area where we can get the shortcut. So we got a cannon here. And as you see, there's a bunch of ways to go. There's that opening right there. That's really ultimately where we want to go. The problem is, if we don't do this right, we will die. So we want to make this jump, make this fall off in the correct spot. Like, I don't know, here? No. Maybe here? Yeah. This is good. Okay. So if you guys remember, this is where we came up. No, it's not. Well, sort of. Okay. So there's a dude there. There's a shortcut right there. By the way, when I say that, I mean above my character's head. And here's the way to progress. So there's a couple of things. The first thing is every one of these dudes is infected with, like, snakes. So we'll sneak up behind this guy, but normally if they see you, they will burst into, like, multiple snakes and still be the dude. But we're going to try to take care of this guy nice. Okay, we're going to see it right here. And if they hit you, it's like that. It's just not good. We're probably going to get slow poisoning here. Actually, we died. Okay, hold on. Alright, we beat that dude. And now we're going to get our souls back. Here. And then get this. Bad's knowledge. And we're going to get this shortcut here. Which isn't the prime shortcut. In fact, I don't believe it's here. No. We need to do one more thing in order to get that. It's kind of a wonky area, to be honest. And there are more dudes. There are a shit ton more dudes who transform into snakes now. I mean, there's one who's already a snake. We really need to be careful. I mean, as you can see, it's like, fuck. One hit, we're almost poisoned. Tempering Blood Gemstone 3, though, is kind of nice. Alright, I think the shortcut is this way. This is big time, man. Big time. This is like the shortcut in the whole fucking game. We have 40,000 souls. And there's a dude here who wants us to join his covenant.
A new face, are you? And an
That's fine. We'll join it. Doesn't matter.
Like a new sentence. What do you say?
I think it's like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The night.
Okay, so that's fine. That's fine, dude. You know, we're going to go back and spend these souls, though. All right, so we use the souls past a few levels. So here's what's left in this area. Bloodstone chunks, and we need the chunks to pass levels with our weapon to upgrade the what's it called? Let's go down here. The scaling of our weapon. So we need to do that. Okay. And we will. In order to do it, we're going to need chunks. So there are chunks around in this area, this particular area. There are chunks. How to get there? TBD. But the Cold Blood 7 is also really good. However, if you guys notice, there's a way up and around here. It doesn't look like there's anything different, but then again, there is. Interesting, right? We're above this area here. And there's something there. And we have an executioner. I think that's what these are called. That was a really bad attempt. That was another, like, I thought I hit him, right? Alright, whatever, dude. Just die. We'll just use a healing pot. Twin bloodstone shards. Nice. Okay, so there's something down there, and you see those snakes? Yeah. But there's a lot of things. If you look here, there's some more. So let's go back and do that. We want to kind of, you know, hit this area properly. So, if you play Bloodborne, you know that the armor doesn't really matter. It's like fashion souls. However, it kind of does in the fact of the, like, resistances. So, there are ones that are more poison resistant than others. And so that might be good here. Right? So you might want to wear that. This dude. So incidentally, we probably should put... wait, do we have that there? No, we don't. We probably should put an antidote here just in case we get hit with anything. Because we were pretty close right there. And there's nothing here. And if you noticed when we picked up shit, it was not what we're looking for, which is, man, chunks. We want chunks, and I think we're only going to get them from the big dudes. So there are these dudes, these giant snakes. Twin bloodstone shards, who cares? Also, there is a good rune here, and we want to grab that as well. These guys rarely drop shit. Twin bloodstone shards. I think we gotta go around this in order to get there. Okay, there's this dude. That guy wasn't so bad. 2 blood vials. See, is there anything else? No. Twin bloodstone shards, and then nothing else over here, I don't think. There's just a tree. Which, by the way, you can fall and die. So, I don't recommend doing that, because falling and dying is a bad thing. Okay, so here he is. This is one of the big ones. They're not too difficult because I believe that I'm kind of over-leveled. But what they're guarding is usually a good thing. Like, Thick Cold Blood 6 is really good. But we need bloodstone chunks, and I think I know where they are. I think I know where they are. Okay. As you can see, you don't really quite know which way to go, right? Here's like the main path. Oh, there's a dude there, man. It's a big guy, and there's little guys with him. See if we can get behind them. Go around this way. Get him to shoot at us again over here. And then we'll go back over here and hit him a few more times, and hopefully he'll die. And then we can work on the other guy, the other guys. Alright, we got them. And we got that guy. Murky gemstone. Bloodstone shards. We don't really care about that. Let's heal up. Just for fun. So there's something down there. And that's not where we want to go. See that blobby thing down there? Yeah, that's an alien. Just when you think you've heard everything. That's an alien. But we still haven't gotten what we need to, which is chunks, which I think they're there. I think there's some chunks there. Oh, dude, where'd you come from, man? Shit. Alright, well, we'll use a pot. I have no problem with using a pot. Alright, both of these dudes are gonna transform. Oh man, we're poisoned. Oh shit. I almost got caught with that. That would have been really bad, because we would have died. Okay, so incidentally, I think that was... we got a gemstone again. We need to check those out. Hopefully this is a chunk. Yes. I don't know how many chunks we need to pass a level, so the more we get, the better. Alright. So there's these dudes down here. Do we have any Molotov? Oh shit. Do we have any Molotovs? Let's see. We have 2. I don't think 2 is really going to do anything. We really need to just like wait until this dude comes out. Whoa, okay. By the way, slow poisoning is not slow. My God. Seriously. All right, we got this guy. Okay, so hopefully we can get another chunk here. Murky gemstone. Deep sea. Okay, so that's a rune that I think is good. Twin bloodstone shards. Bloodstone. Oh, damn. So, alright. We've only gotten one chunk this entire time. That's not very good. There's something there. But I think we get that on the other side. So I'm not sure that there's anything else worth getting here. This is where we killed the two dudes and got our first chunk. Alright, that's great. Twin bloodstone shards. Just not good. It's just not good. What's up here? Nothing? Oh, there's something here. Cold blood. Nothing that we really are like jonesing for. We kind of want, you know, we really want. Okay, dude, call your little minions. Alright, maybe not call your minions, okay? If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not deal with them. That was a good one. Okay. Stone shards, blood vial, and a piggy. I hear him. You guys hear him. He's right there. Right in the butt. Bye-bye, piggy motherfucker. Okay. However, again, we didn't get any of what we actually are looking for. We got grave tender stuff, which actually is pretty good. So as you can see, this whole area is kind of like a mismatch worth of crap. There's so much stuff, so many different ways to go, so much, there's like no cohesion. And only one chunk. Oh shit. Okay, wait a minute. Somebody's shooting at me. I thought I killed the dudes. Come on, man. Now we'll kill that guy, and maybe we'll get another one? That would be really nice. You just stay behind him. right? No, bloodstone shard, and that's it? Man. Alright. Whoa, where did you guys come from? Did you get summoned by that other dude? Well, now you're all dead. How do you think about that? Hmm? How could you be the one if you're dead? Frenzy cold blood. Alright, I think this now goes down to the river. Which, by the way, is, there's another shortcut that we can go. There's another piggy right down there. But I think right up here there's a shortcut to the end. And really I'm kind of bummed, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Because I thought maybe we would get some more chunks here. Dude, man, you got owned. Tempering blood gemstone. Alright, so here is the final shortcut, if you will. The problem with this shortcut is I don't know where it is. I mean, I do know where it is because the dude's right here, right? There's a dude who's going to come down here from the beginning. But it's not easy to get there, right? At all. So we are on our way to the boss. We have one more side area to go to, and then we're going to the boss. And it is a mandatory boss, meaning we don't have to come back to this whole fucking area. But we have to fight the aliens. There's one right here. And there's something here to get. Madman's knowledge. And then there's more. There's this dude right here, like, shoots shit at me. So we want to wait for that guy. Because he'll kill you with his lasers. See, that's just not good. Alright, dudes, we killed these guys, and we got anti-clockwork metamorphosis, which allows us to get our stamina back faster. Which actually is kind of funny, because our stamina comes back really fast already, compared to other games we played recently. Alright, so there's a dude here, and then there's two more dudes, I think. None of the Shooter McGavins, but these guys... Madman's knowledge. And another Madman's knowledge. And so that's all. So, okay. So we are at the boss. And the boss is the... I don't remember the name. They're harder than fuck. It's 3-on-1. And really, if we are wearing the Impurity Rune, I believe we can summon somebody, but I am not wearing the Impurity Rune. I should be, but I'm not. So we're going to go down here, we'll kill this pig. We can hope that we have the ability to summon one other guy. That would be good. But it's not, I'm not confident. So you don't ever want to get in front of the pig when they're doing that, because that's death. Okay, we got a lot of blood vials there, 4. So there's one thing over here, and if you look down there, that's the boss arena. And let's find out if we can do this. If we can summon somebody. And the answer is negative. Not good, precious. These guys, I've killed them on my own. But it's 3-on-1, man. It's a very hectic fight. We have 40,000 souls. Clockwise metamorphosis, blood vials, and I think this area here we can jump down to get here faster from the main area. So like right here, we can jump down. We're not really going to worry about that though. If we can't summon anybody, this will be a pretty short trip. I don't have the confidence that I once had playing Bloodborne, because this boss is tough. There's 3 guys, 1 magic user, 1 melee guy, and 1 flame sort of melee guy. And there's nothing here. That's really not good. So they're right through there. So let's go and look to see if there's somebody up here. I don't believe there's going to be, because there's 1 summon here. And then there's another summon up here, but I thought this summon was for when you were using the impurity rune. You could summon somebody like over here. And it's true. There's no one here. Okay, hold on. Alright, so it's a long boss run. It just is. Even jumping down here, which is the shortcut, the quote shortcut. Alright, so the impurity rune is there. And if we go up here, where this dude is, well, I'm not going to go in there. I don't want to like lose any health, because we're going to be fighting these dudes, and I think fire's going to help us kill them. But this is Henryk, so we're summoning Henryk, but I believe we're summoning Henryk because we're part of the we equipped the rune that dude had in the shortcut, the impurity rune. So that's essentially what just happened right there. And here's Henryk, and hopefully Henryk can just sort of take off some of the aggro, right? That's really all we're looking for. Because the Shadow of Yharnam is fucking tough, man. So this is phase 2. So he's dead. So this is the same sort of thing as the Witch of Henryk. You don't want to kill these guys one at a time. You want to kill them all sort of at the same time. But of course we can't really do that sometimes. Especially since this fight's so hectic. This is looking pretty good. Henryk's help. We're looking okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just as I say that. We almost died. We almost died only having to hit the guy one more time. Bye, Henryk. Thank you for your help. So he took aggro a bit for me because it's 3-on-1 is a little difficult. So if you guys remember in Dark Souls 3, I can't remember the boss, but there were 2 of them. And one of them wasn't against you, but if you were near it, it would hit you. And so you could use it. They were at odds, so they would fight each other, but it was a kind of a chaotic fight, to be honest. Alright, so we did that. And this is where we came in. And this is where we need to go. To Bergenworth. Here we go. Big bugs. Like that. They don't really do any damage, but it does frenzy to you. So frenzy, the frenzy thing, you see the frenzy meter going up there? It's going to stop. But if it got to the top, I would just die. You just die. You need sedatives in order to get rid of that. And you can get sedatives from the old lady that we rescued, who is in our chapel. Bergenworth. Alright guys, the Shadow of Yharnam. The Shadow of Yharnam. He's a tough boss. He is. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. After a while, we'll do Bergenworth, and you guys can see that. And the boss there is, what's that boss? That boss's name? I don't even know. I don't even know. So, please subscribe. See you soon.